Lauren Boebert's big political gambit just might work out. This time, what her 2024 campaign signals about her political future. It hasn't been the easiest couple of years for Colorado Rep. Lauren Boebert. Her image as an attention-seeking conspiracy theorist nearly cost Boebert her congressional seat in the 2022 midterms. She won re-election in a Republican district that year by a mere 546 votes. To avoid a rematch and spare her career, she relocated to a new, even redder district on the other side of the Continental Divide for 2024. In her personal life, she got divorced, a process that wasn't pretty, and her eldest son was arrested not long after making Boebert a grandmother. Boebert's post-divorce dating life made its own set of headlines after a particularly handsy outing to the Beetlejuice musical. But Boebert may just get away with it all. If the polling is anywhere near correct, she's set to cruise to a primary win on Tuesday night on her new turf. Boebert's days were numbered in her old district. After coming out of nowhere to nearly defeat her in 2022, Democrat Adam Frisch had announced that he would challenge her again in Colorado's 3rd District, covering the state's western slope and extending east along its southern border. Frisch would not suffer from a lack of funds, as he tried once again to take out an MSNBC ARC lane. He has raised more than $13 million this cycle, an unfathomable amount for a former Aspen City Council member in an R+7 district. Boebert, with her own national profile, was raising a fair share in her own right, but Frisch was blowing her numbers out of the water quarter after quarter in 2023. Facing this tidal wave of cash, Boebert announced late last year that she would swap mountains for plains and run in Colorado's 4th District, on the other side of the state, in an open seat vacated by retiring Rep. Ken Buck. She described this act of moving to a safer Republican district as a matter of self-sacrifice. Since the first day I ran for public office, I promised I would do whatever it takes to stop the socialists and the communists from taking over our country, she said in a December 27 Facebook video. That means staying in the fight, but it also means not allowing Hollywood elites and progressive money groups to buy the 3rd District, a seat that they have no business owning. I will not allow dark money that is directed at destroying me personally to steal this seat. It's not fair to the 3rd District and the conservatives there who have fought so hard for our victories. Saying that she'd become too toxic to keep the 3rd District for Republicans was a reasonable explanation for why she wouldn't run for re-election there. Her explanation that moving to a new part of the state would give her and her children a fresh start following a difficult year too made sense. What she would have to find a way to explain, though, was why she deserved to represent this new part of the state, an entirely separate biome, in Congress, aside from paycheck continuity. Given that Buck had already announced his plan not to run again a couple of months before Boebert's switch, the race was already full of candidates who were ready and eager to slam Boebert's carpetbagging. Among them were State House Minority Leader Mike Lynch, County Commissioner, and former State Senator Jerry Sonnenberg, conservative talk radio host Deborah Flora, State Rep. Richard Holthoff, and former State Rep. Ted Harvey. Despite Boebert's own unserious reputation, though, her competitors had problems of their own. Lynch had to quit his leadership post in the State House after a 2022 drunk driving arrest surfaced. Harvey was under scrutiny for allegations of having run a scam PAC that had spent an unusually high amount of its funds raised on operating expenses. Holthoff, who once was in such a hurry, cast a vote against abortion rights that he dropped his gun on the Capitol's marble floor, revealed that he had once paid for a girlfriend's abortion. He also said that he had once had another beautiful woman whom he'd impregnated, but that the child had been put up for adoption. In a January debate, 6 of 9 candidates raised their hands when asked whether they'd been arrested, and Boebert and Lynch gave each other a high five. In other words, groping a date at Beetlejuice. The musical wasn't that atypical of a Sunday night by the field's standards.